Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. What do you think about my summer look? It's either a fail or no, or success, but I'm not sure. That's for you to judge. Alrighty, in this video I'm gonna be talking about the Finnish films. I haven't talked about them in a while. I even think that I made only one video about this topic. I'll find it, maybe put it somewhere here. While I was on a pause from filming, I decided to entertain myself with something new, but not only with TV shows that I watch constantly. The idea was to dive deeper in the Finnish cinematography. And I already knew what I wanted to watch because these films had been on my list like maybe for 2 months before that. So let's start with the first movie that I watched. It was Kuudes kerta, the 6th time. The year of this film is 2017, and this film is created by Maarit Lalli, if I'm correct. But I checked this, hopefully I'm saying it properly. Basically, this film is about relationship between men and women, between one specific woman and one specific man. The rule of the main character, of the female character, is to date men no more than 5 times. Because she thinks that on the 6th time she may develop some feelings for them. And there is also a guy. He doesn't really have any rules. He just sleeps with all the women he meets. Maybe not all, but most of them. And when they met, my first thought was that they were so good for each other, and I actually expected a happy ending, like they decided to change their lives and be together, but no. Spoilers are coming. Rewind this part of the video if you don't want to hear them, like little spoilers. They will be connected with the advantages and disadvantages of this film. So what I think about this movie. I really liked that it was quite dynamic, though it seemed like a typical Finnish film about life. Nothing was happening too fast. It was like all the things were happening gradually and logically, but still there was action and it was interesting to watch at all the times, all the parts of the film. And also, of course, I should mention the views of Finland. I missed them tremendously, so yeah, I was happy to see them in the movie. The actors played brilliantly, I should say, and they're also both very attractive, so it was really pleasant to watch and very enjoyable. The film shows the problems of the modern society about the relationships, how it's happening, maybe like that nowadays people would prefer more physical relationship, but not like building something permanent. I think I noticed that maybe it's with this new generation, but who knows, it varies for everyone. So I can't say anything for sure on this topic. But the film definitely mentions some things that people may think about and consider, maybe reconsider and something like that. But I also like that these problems are not only shown as very serious, dramatic problems, but also in a very funny way. So yeah, it was very, very fun to watch. I recommended this movie to my friends, so yeah, I guess it's quite good, maybe 7 out of 10. The only thing that I didn't really like is that it didn't seem to me that it teaches anything. The ending was kinda vague. I mean, it didn't have much of a result, so maybe this thing kind of confused me, but in general, yeah, it's 7 out of 10 and I could recommend this thing to other people. The next movie I watched was Tyttö nimeltä Varpu, the girl named Varpu, and of course I'm very excited to talk about it, and most of you guys know why. Paula Vesala, yeah, my girl crush, and I was really happy to see her in this film. I don't know why I hadn't watched this film before. Maybe it's because of the perfect timing or something like that. So this movie is from 2016 and it was made by Selma Vilhonen. I'm sure most of you know the plot, but I'll just be brief. So it's about a 12-year-old girl who's very adult. She's much more an adult than her mom, played by Paula. Though she's a single mom, she's still kind of childish. She has these panic attacks. She always comes to her daughter to sleep together. And Varpu should be an adult in this family. It's a very difficult money situation because there are only 2 of them, and her mom struggles with work and getting driving license. And one day Varpu decided to look for her father. So it's the main thing of the plot. Unfortunately, her expectations were much higher than reality. I mean, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen this film. But yeah, I also expected something different. And I actually was surprised to see what his name. I've written down his name. Antti Luusuaniemi in this movie again, because I watched it like maybe a few days after Kuudeskerta, and again I saw a familiar face. But he also didn't play a very nice character. So what I liked about this movie, I liked the atmosphere, the vibe maybe. Yeah, I can call it like that, because it was so adorable, and you know, the ending caused some tender feelings. It was so nice and like sunny, and you know, the song that I'm gonna be talking about later, Auringon Lapsi, is so good. It describes this movie so well. Yeah, it was cute, it was adorable, and I felt sympathy for the characters and like was deep in the plot, in what was happening there. The movie is also very dynamic. Again, I couldn't be distracted by anything, I was watching it closely. It also has some tense moments, and I think it's very good. It's not very calm and like gradual film, but yeah, it has some intensity about it. Also, the biggest advantage for me is of course Paula and the song Auringon Lapsi. First of all, it's very beautiful, but second of all, I'm so proud of myself here, because when I first heard this song, I understood the whole first three lines of the song, and I was so proud. Like, she was singing and I was still understanding what was happening. I was so shocked, to be honest. I have the lyrics here. So I understood: kun uusi ihminen syntyy, hän on vapaa, hän itkee, nauraa, hän tanssii. So, my translation. When a new person is born, he or she, like they are free, they cry, laugh, and they dance. So, it was a shock for me that I understood the whole sentences. So yeah, bonus points for the soundtrack. As for minuses of this film, I can't really think of any. Maybe like the ending, the result, the death of Varpu was kind of disappointing, but I guess it was a certain morality of the film, so it was needed. I can't say that it ruined the film for me, it was quite interesting to watch. So yeah, no great disadvantages. Also recommended this film to my friends. Now to a very important movie for Finland. The third film that I watched was Tuve, 2020 by Zaida Bergrot. I know that this film is huge in Finland. I know that a lot of people came to the cinema to watch it. We even had a premiere of this movie in St. Petersburg, so yeah, that's how important this movie is for the industry and for the culture. I don't even really know what to say, because Tove Jansson is a legend, and it was really interesting to see that part of her life, the early years, and how the moments were created, and how she lived, all the difficulties, all the relationship problems, and the relationship excitements. I was also curious to see how the Finns were living during those days. I don't know much about that. So yeah, again, some cultural knowledge in that area. But what I liked the most is, of course, Tove's independent and quirky nature, her character, her personality, and her creativity. It was very enjoyable to watch, it was very interesting and even inspiring. So, as for the pluses of this film, all the actors are brilliant, especially the actress who played Tove. She's perfect for that role, I think. I'm sure that people who cast her knew what they were doing. I also, of course, liked the Moomins. There is never enough information on the Moomins. The atmosphere was so realistic and so, maybe not tense, but it had so much weight, I can't explain it. You dive in this atmosphere and you feel it like on your shoulders. I'm not sure that you understood my drift, but that's what I felt. Although the plot covered only a part of Tove's life, it was not fast, but it was very deep and I didn't feel bored. I enjoyed watching all those moments, although the film wasn't really dynamic, but it was very capturing, if I can call it like that. I don't think that there are any minuses. Maybe just the one, it needs continuation. As for me, it needs part 2 and covering another part of her life or something like that. I'm not sure, but it would be nice to watch. So here we are. These are the movies, the Finnish movies that I watched recently, and I really enjoyed and recommended them all to all the people I know. Tell me in the comments below what Finnish films are your favorite and what do you think about these movies. I'm open to recommendations because I need to entertain myself with something except TV shows. So yeah, we'll be waiting. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!